Check, check, mic check, check. All right. I was jamming out to my song as we got here and got ready to go. Today, I'm going to go through a tech review here live over the shoulder or on screen. So again, if you want to either add another piece of tech to your arsenal, or maybe you want to scrub one off of your list, you're in the right place, because we're in a unique place, a unique space and place and time. We're at a very, very special time, and that time, as we know it, is Tech Training Tuesday. So, as usual, I want to welcome y'all here, make sure that as you get in here, we have a good time, and we get here and you take some notes, you learn some things, and gain some things from it. So, again, let's go ahead and get this party started for this week's Tech Training Tuesday. I am your host, your trainer each and every week. I'm Justin Morgan, the National Tech Director of the Black SEO Movement, the Automator, founder of Automation Mastery, and just here to serve you and help you automate your business so you can master your destiny and master your impact. And so all of that comes from these trainings. We're talking about tech, we're talking about software, we're talking about processes. We're becoming hashtag masters of tech. Doesn't mean we all become master coders. Doesn't mean we all become master programmers. This means that we have understood that technology plays a role, and we are always in the active pursuit of using it to get the result that we truly want. And so that's why I'm here to help you. So whether you're here watching live or you're on the replay, I got a question for you. Have you heard of ClickFunnels before? If so, put it in the comments below, because I'm curious whether this was the first time for you. Now, what I'm doing today, again, it's a bit different from what you may see from what some of your other software reviews. Now, I've played with the software a little bit, but haven't gone too in-depth yet. So you're going to kind of watch me go through some of it for the first time. So I'm going to poke it and prod and mess around and really give my honest first impressions, right? So I have to make that clear. These are my first-ish impressions, right? So I haven't used it for hours on end, but I've gotten pretty good at figuring out whether something is worth me going down the rabbit hole or not. Regardless of how I end up evaluating this software, remember that ultimately it's up to you, the consumer, the Black CEO, the automator, the individual, the entrepreneur, to make the decision on by yourself, regardless of what I say about this software. So don't just take my word, do some research, but my word is typically fairly good on these things because this is what I'm used to dabbling in. So again, if you have any questions about ClickFunnels or any software at all, just let me know. If I have an answer for you, I'll give it. If not, then I'll look at you and just stare at you very blankly. Right? Okay. Anyway, enough of that stuff. Again, we're here because we're talking about ClickFunnels, and I'm going to show it to you in a second. Now, what is it exactly? ClickFunnels is being sold and marketed as this replacement to, I should say, ClickFunnels, or this other software called Builderall. There's other thing called Kartra. It's kind of in that same bucket, right? So it's meant to be a sequence or a funnel builder. It's supposed to help build it all for you, or have it all set up and have templates that are easy to use. And so it's great. So again, it's another product out there in that line of products which are truly needed for your business. Because when I think of a funnel, right, for me, a funnel really should be a sequence. That's a whole other conversation we've had before. But ultimately, whether it's a funnel or a sequence, those are systems that you need in your business. And so you need to start looking at your business as a system, or requiring a system, versus just looking at it as its own static thing, like just one web page or just you. You have to have a system in place. And so I like funnels and I like sequences because they are superior to me in terms of websites, because it really focuses on having a systematic solution for your business. So with that all being said, again, if you're here, whether you watched here as we were live or you are watching replay, let us know who you are, where you're from, and most of all, what you do. You never know. I may see your business. I may find some need or use for you. Maybe I need to hire you. Maybe you need to hire me. But that's a whole other thing. Okay? Maybe you need to hire me. Maybe I need to hire you. But ultimately, I will never know unless you put your business in the comments. So make sure you do that, and we can proceed. If you have questions and you happen to not catch this live, then make sure you just tag me and put your comments or questions in the comments, and I'll make sure I take a look at them and review them and respond to you. Okay? So with that all being said, I know you're tired of hearing me blabber and go on and on. So let's do this. Let me go ahead and I'm going to show you what I have here. Boom. And let me show you the screen. All right. So you should be able to see me still, and you should be able to see, in this case, the screen up there. Okay, so now as you can see right now, it makes this big bold claim: make lightning fast, high converting pages, websites, e-com stores, and funnels in a few minutes using the smartest funnel builder and the world's easiest freeform drag and drop page editor. Watch how you can get 10 times more sales, leads, and profits by converting your existing website into an ultra-fast ClickFunnels site in less than 5 minutes. So that's the bold promise. In that voice, I'm sure. Maybe. Anyway, I have another career in line, I guess. I'm kidding. All right, so that's what they're promising, right? So that's what they're promising. And so if you don't know what that means, again, it's just it's taking that idea that you don't have to design stuff from scratch. You have to start from scratch. You have to build from scratch. Like, you don't have to do those things. It takes that concern out of the picture. It really just allows you to just put it in, plug in the information, and just go. So that's the stake that these systems make. Now, is it an accurate stake? In some way, yes or no. And I'll show you what I mean, because essentially you're going to want to build and kind of tweak these things. But yes, in a way, it helps you get started in 5 minutes. And I've used software where I've gotten up and running in short periods of time, depending on how much customization you want to do. So just take it at face value. So again, 5 minutes is a bit aggressive, but it is possible to have something in that period of time. Just kind of just reminding you on that, okay? Just reminding you on that. All right. Let's see what we got here. So, again, this is the sales page. I just wanted to share the price point with y'all. I didn't want that to play. I'm going to share the price point with y'all so you can see it. I said speed is money. It says get unlimited access. So, right now, to get the... it has a one-time of $47.33, or you get supposedly extra stuff for $97.33. the agency license, and they give you a special code too to get even more off if you want. Okay, so that and then so that's what it promises. It promises all this stuff, gives you a long list of stuff. A lot of times when they're marketing these things, and it's a good strategy, something that you should consider as well, is that when you see this long list, you think it's all a lot of stuff. Some of it is kind of, I'd say, the same of other stuff. Like it should be a given. Like some things should be a given, right? One-time payment only, no monthly fees. Like I get that. That's not really a feature of the software. It's more of a feature of the fact that of this purchase, right? So it's kind of stuff that you're not really going to pay attention to, but it fills it up, right? Let's see. World's Strongest Sales Booster Suite. Monopoly in Untapped Market. Yeah, like some of the stuff is a little bit fluffy. I mean, let's be real. Make $5,000 to $10,000 extra a week using agency license. Yes, you've explained that this is the agency license, but that's not really a feature of the agency license. It's just a benefit, right? So again, that's just kind of the way it ropes you in there. It talks about a 7-figure VIP mastermind group, a WordPress plugin, Shopify app for Shopify users, unlimited support, blazing fast pages, all that stuff. Okay, anyway, y'all came for the review in the first impression, so, but that's kind of where I got. It's like, all right, well, I mean, you promised a lot of stuff. That's cool. So we'll see really how well you do. Before I go on to the back end, right, you have to remember, I always do one thing. I always try to look at the upsells. And so I went and I searched ClickFunnels, OTOs, okay, because I want to see what kind of upsells they may have. And so here it goes. Boom. And it tells you what kind of upsells. Gives you the standard agency license, the $1 Million Template Club, the $1 Million Template Club. That's where they have you then pay a monthly fee to get extra templates, which may or may not be worth it depending on your business. If you're in a business where you're creating a lot of pages for other people, then it actually could be beneficial because it allows you to have more unique templates to give other clients so you don't continue to kind of spit out the same regurgitated look. So that could be useful. And they talk about an AI voice robot. I don't know. A reseller license. That's okay. Webinar special offer. And then a webinar reseller. So they give you a couple other things here. I mean, if they're trying to keep up with some of the other players, then they have to have that webinar piece. So, I would make sure you get that webinar piece. But it's a shame that that's separate. Right? It's a shame that it's separate. They should have it in there. But it wasn't too much for my belief, if I click on this, to purchase this. Okay, boom. Yeah, so, it's nothing crazy here. I click on this, and it looks like they are going to sell you this piece for an additional $97. So $47 or $97 if you want it on the commercial plan, right? So that's kind of the differences there. So I think if you're going to be running a business online, then you need to have this function. So I would include that as part of the purchase. Okay. The reseller piece, again, that's up to you whether you want that to be your business model or not. But it's good that they give that option because it's another way for you to make money. Okay. Essentially, what a reseller lets you do is people can pay you, and then you, depending on the company, but typically people can pay you, and then you can get some discount on the software, and then you sell it or give them access to it. So that's one way it works. The other model is they rebrand it and white label it, which I don't think they're doing here. Essentially, now if you go here, I can probably just click on this and get you the answer to that. But that's always a good function to have, because again, it gives you another option to make cash and really get your investment back, right? Because if the software is good, then why not tell other people about it? Why not promote it? Why not give it to your clients and some of your folks that you're working with? If you're a speaker or a coach or a business coach, some of your business clients, coaching clients, may need a software like this. So why not as you're coaching them on, business, why not also have some of the tools they can use in their business? So that's kind of a way to look at this anyway, starting to get down to it to see some of the features on it. And so again, some of the things I look for is I typically skip right to this right hand column because I know that all of this over here is really just to pump up this. So really on the right hand side is usually what is a little more worth it. Now when I go here, this gives you, it's really just 250 versus 500 licenses. So that's not a huge difference. Here it just tells you they create all the sales material for you. Create accounts for your clients using your own dashboard. Okay, so yeah, this one, they would pay you. Okay, so they would pay you directly, and then you create accounts, and then they you get to give out a certain amount of licenses. Once you run out of licenses, then you just pay for more. So it's pretty good deal. Kind of paying your cost up front. So from there you have options in terms of how much you want to sell, right? So for me, I may have done this. Ooh, I just got a neat strategy. I don't know. I may not use it for this, but I got a neat strategy in mind just now that I like. Okay. Anyway, and I have to see what I can do it, but I'm not going to talk about it right this second. All right, so let's go ahead behind the scenes as we hop into ClickFunnels right now. So again, if you have a question, let me go ahead and check. Boom, let's see what we got. So again, we're talking about ClickFunnels here. Hello, Mrs. and Mrs. Morgan. Hope y'all are all doing well this evening. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, by the way, y'all, whether you're here, live, replay, make sure you hit the share button. Share this with a friend, family member, or, those folks up the street that you may not like, because they need to hear this information too. Okay, and by the way, if this helps you and you want this software because it helps you automate your business, helps you save yourself some time, save yourself some revenue, give yourself some extra resources and tools for your business, then do yourself a favor. You want to grab the Ultimate Automation Guide, text the word auto, AUTO, to 240-696-2009. Text the word auto, 240-696-2009, and you will get the Ultimate Automation Guide, where I go through some of the recommended tools that I've used or I've worked with in terms of clients, and then I think will be good for your business, all at different price points and all for different situations. So go ahead and check that out, and I think that'd be of great use to you. Oh, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Anyway, back to the screen. Here we go. And we are, boom, behind the scenes. All right, so this is ClickFunnels. So again, I haven't done a ton in here. So when I first log in, right? So here I first log in. This is the start. So this is what it looks like when you first get in here. Let me click dashboard and see what it looks like. All right, so dashboard, nothing crazy. It's pretty simple, pretty plain. It's a little vanilla. Just to be real, it's a little vanilla. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a little vanilla. Okay? Yeah. Which, again, it's not impressive, but it's not the end of the world. Again, it gives you chances to go in here and look at data. You can see how much traffic you've gotten. People have looked at your pages, how many visitors you've had. You can see those things quickly, which is ideal. So that's good. All right, now on the left-hand side, they have some basic options: funnels, products, customers, app integrations, domains, and then voice commands. So if you got that voice robot thing, then voice commands, all right? Now, from there, again, so when I explore these things, the main function I want to know is how does their page builder work? Is it fluid? Does it look good? Does it function well? Is it stable? Are there features that are missing, that are broken? Now I can tell you when I first logged in here, there was a bunch of stuff that was broken and a bunch of stuff that just wasn't working. Since then, it looks a little bit more solid, which is great. Now, when I went here, so first place I went is funnels. Okay, so I'm going to go back there. And really what I'm looking for, again, is just functionality. Do things make sense? Are things simple? Now, what it does do, it's a bit confusing. It has funnels and it has websites, right? And so for me, it's like, well, you really don't need both of those things there. Like, it's just not necessary to have both. I'm not getting anything from there being both. So that's a bit off-putting, but that's okay. So I want to see first, if I do website, like what's different, right? If I do a website, boom, like what's special if I do this one? Do I get different templates? Like what happens? Okay, it opens this up and essentially takes me back to the same page. Okay, boom. Now website, I guess just that's it. I go here. It's not very intuitive what I do next, right? It's not very intuitive, unfortunately. Now down here, you can add a page, but here it gives you the first page. So I guess I go here and yeah. All right. So again, I may be a little bit spoiled, unfortunately, because again, I am a ClickFunnels guy. So ClickFunnels is very straightforward. It maps everything out for you. Again, this is not just an endorsement of ClickFunnels. By the way, if you want ClickFunnels, there's a way you can grab it. Text the word click, C-L-I-C-K, the 240-696-2009. I will mention that number again. But yeah, if you want to check this out, just go to the website. I don't have an affiliate link or anything for it, so just go to the website, claim it, buy it, try it, send it back if you want, or just ignore it after this review. Now, when I get here again, my gripe is that not everything seems intuitive. So I guess if I want to edit this page here, I go here and hit choose template. Now for this website piece, it's giving me a ton of templates. Now, if my memory serves me, you see all this stuff. This is if I created a website. Now, if I go back to funnels and I click this, and I go here, and let's see, I want to add a new step to this funnel, right? Step 3. Okay, I'm gonna hit create. Boom. And I go to step 3. Now the difference is they get you to do some split testing. So that's what it means with variant A and variant B, which is blurred out. Let you do some split testing, which is good. Why can't I just do that on a website too? Like why do I need there to be 2 separate places for that? It seems unnecessary. And also seems to be hanging on to the old way to try to make folks happy who don't understand that the new way can work just as well, if not better, than the old way. And so for this, I hit choose variant and it gives you the same templates. So what's the difference? Other than this funnel piece gives me options to step through. Maybe it's because the website is not a step-by-step thing. But in reality, it really shouldn't make that much of a difference. So unless I can go in here and create a blog, which I can understand that being the thing, which I don't see, right? So like blog, can I make a blog? So I go here, let's choose a template. Like, is there a special blog template? There is not. Website, yeah, I mean, I can do the same thing in the funnel side. So why would I need to? So again, that's just it's a turn off for me in terms of this. It's redundant setup. It can be confusing. Now, to give XFunnels credit, I have not listened or watched any training videos, so I could be wrong. Perhaps there is something about this setup that's beneficial, and I'm sure there's some difference. Maybe, but I don't know that. Right? They haven't given me that opportunity to even see the difference, other than the fact that I can split test one and not this one. And this one is likely, so I guess if you had to look at the setup, right? So if I had to map it out, a funnel, again, is more like a process. A website is kind of just like it's all on one level and it's kind of flat. People just kind of navigating and not really going through something. But I can create that same funnel using, I can go right over here to funnels, and I could most likely create a website right in this section. So why not just do it in that one section? Anyway, let's go and look and see what these pages look like. So again, it was giving you an option to pick a template. So let me go here, boom, real quick. And let's look at some of these templates real quick. So this is the other kind of testing stick for me in terms of what I'm looking for and what I'm evaluating, like what's good, what's bad. So I go look at the templates, and they have a nice array of templates here. I want to look at their sales pages. I want to look at their order forms. I want to look at their order pages. Websites. Landing pages will be different. So, again, this is a live discovery of this. So as you can see, right, while it gives you all these different designations for template types, they've yet to set up and fully finish organizing and categorizing these to be picked up properly. So right now, all of their templates show up regardless of what I click on. And that's not the end of the world. It's just not a good look. Because once they get more templates in here, I'm going to want to know that these are accurately set up. And I'm assuming there's it's a newer software, so I'm assuming they're going through growing pains. But that's pretty it's pretty blatant there. So despite that, let me go take a look. Let's see if we can edit one of these that's already done, right? So if I go back here, website, boom, this first page, let's choose a template. Let's choose a template. Let's choose a template. And let's find one. Let's preview this one, flying bird. Let's preview this one. I didn't plan this, y'all. By the way, again, this is a real review. Yeah. Okay. Maybe the templates don't work. Maybe that's the problem. So let's try to just start from scratch. Or let's just select it. Maybe it'll pop up anyway, right? So maybe it'll still pop up, and that's fine. We can rock and roll with it. So let's try this tour and travel one, okay? All right, so I click that. Oh, now it tells me to edit it. Great. So now it's a little bit more intuitive. Oh, now I can get in here and edit. Okay, so first off, it still has the beta piece up here in the top left-hand corner. So that lets me know that they're still in development. So that's okay. Okay, everything has their growing pains, so I get it. Now, I will say that the layout is clean enough. The text is clean enough, right? The functions up here fairly straightforward looking. A block, headers, paragraphs. So can I just drag, or like how do I click it? Do I click it? Oh. Okay, so this is a perfect pixel builder. Now, I don't know if you know what that means. Perfect pixel means that I can drag this anywhere on the screen and leave it there. So it's not just a set block setup, which essentially is like having set cutouts, and you can only place stuff in those set cutouts. Now, you can change the size of those cutouts, but you can't just drag and drop it anywhere, right? So, okay. So I get that. Now, what I'm not liking is that I clicked this and I didn't know where this was going. Okay, it's there. All right. Let's see, delete. So if I hit headline, it shows up right here. Okay. So, I mean, that's okay. That's not the worst. That's not the worst. All right. How are their integrations? I can just hit click and delete. Bang, bang. Book of travel, boom. I'm assuming I have to have products, social media icons, shapes, video embeds, Facebook comment section, so that's nice. Form elements, that's good. Grouping objects, that's a good piece as well. Now, obviously I can't speak to how well all of these pieces work. But I mean, it looks like it's a decent drag and drop. I've worked with page builders like this before, so it's fine. It's not horrible in this regard. Now, what I want to see, when I preview this, right, this funky stuff happen within the template. And no, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Obviously, this is going to be a little funky because I dragged stuff there that wasn't finished. So I'll delete this. But okay, that's not bad. I mean, there's not a ton of options here. I'm used to using some different stuff. Let's look at some of their preset elements here that they give you. They give you some call to... Okay. They give you some description sections. All right. I know. Like, that's my real reaction. Like, if I was not here on camera with you, that'd be how I'd be reacting to this stuff. Like, seriously. So, step by step. Okay, so, I mean, they give you some elements here you can use, which is nice. I mean, it lets you insert stuff here. So, okay, so it inserted this element here. So, that's good. I mean, it's not perfect. If I had to give it a scale out of 10, just so far, give it about a 5. Right? So, about a 5. Meaning, it has some work to do, has some way to grow, but there's some functionality here. I can already tell. So, again, the whole point of this was just for me to get an idea of it, not explore the entire thing. In a second, I'm going to see if there are any questions. I'm going to go back. Yep, I'm going to leave. Leave. All right, so again, it lets you create products here. It says, oops, I don't have any products, which is correct. Let's see. So if I click on this, product type, monthly. Okay, cool. Integrations, that's always an area that I'm curious about when I'm checking stuff. I'm very, very, very big on things integrating with as many things as possible. And so these are one of those instances where, boom, I need to know what it actually connects to. So HQ Webinar, as you can see, their own product. I would hope that the thing that you're selling also integrates, but I figured it would have been kind of just already in here. But apparently not. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. But Active Campaign is here, so I'm happy about that. And then other stuff, other basic Aweber, MailChimp, GetResponse. Okay. PayPal and Stripe. That's good. That's good as well. All right, so I mean, there's not a ton of integration options. And the one thing I see that is missing is Zapier. Because if you did want to integrate a bunch of other things in here, you would need Zapier to get that done. So that's a bit disappointing. Other than that, I mean, it has enough for me, but it's not very forgiving in terms of you getting in other things in here. But I get that. So I mean, there's other ways around it. It's new, and that's pretty common with new softwares. They're not often always integrating well out the gate. But one of the things that I wish they would do was just at least focus on Zapier. That way you can integrate with everything via Zapier, and then they can work on some of those native connections as time goes on. But that's for me. Other folks have different things that they appreciate, and so they could possibly want to do those things a little bit differently. But that is my review. That is my first-ish impression of XFunnels. For me, if I were to make a suggestion, there's one or two things I would suggest for this software. So again, my final verdict is, again, I would give it about a 5 out of 10. If I had to rate it a 5 out of 10, what does that mean for you? So there's two strategies. One, you buy it now while it's cheap and you sit on it. It's not going to work well yet, but it could work in the future, possibly. Now, I didn't pay much attention to the author of these real quick. Now, this is what decides that strategies. When I go here and I find out who this is from, okay, so I've seen a bunch of stuff by these two guys fairly often, right? So if I go in here and I click Jai Sharma, boom. I know he has a bunch of stuff that he does. Let's see, entrepreneur. Let's do marketer. Internet marketer. Okay? Boom. So you may want to do some research on him. See what other products he's had come out. Now I'm looking here, auto viral. I'm trying to see if there's something else that I'm familiar with. Funnel Messenger, Shot Messenger. Not a bunch of stuff that I've seen or purchased. Some stuff I think I've run across, but none of it that I know of that I've used or that I remember using. So for me, he probably would not be my guess in terms of going all in on it and see how it does. But that may be my experience, right? So that's one attempt, and then the other one is 5 out of 10. There's other options. Again, it's gonna cost a little bit more. So again, if you're not as budget conscious, if you want a cheaper option that's similar, very similar, I think, in functionality, and then go with Builderall. Builderall is fairly affordable. They have their own bugs and kinks, but it definitely is a heavily invested platform and one that they're constantly growing and evolving. So there's a lot of confidence there in the future of it. It's been around for a little bit. And then if you want to spend the extra cash, then just go ClickFunnels. And if you want access to ClickFunnels, want to give it a shot, give it a good old try, and you like me, want to support me, go ahead and text the word CLICK to 240-696-2009. Text the word CLICK 240-696-2009. All right, that's what I have this week on this week's edition of Tech Training Tuesday. Let's see what I have here. Make sure I didn't miss anything or anybody. Okay, good. So, again, if you enjoyed this, let me know. If you want more of this, please let me know. If you're new, make sure you introduce yourself. And you have questions, feel free to reach out to me with your questions. I would be honored to help you answer and solve any questions that you may have. So, I appreciate you. Go ahead and end with a few tunes. I appreciate you. As we end everything, make sure that you share this with a friend, family member, or a foe, because they need this information too. Of course, they need this information too. I'm Justin Morgan, the National Tech Director of the Black CEO Movement. I appreciate you. Make sure that, as we end everything, hashtag Black CEO out. And, as usual, treat each day as a building block to a better future. Peace.